Welcome back to our channel. My name is Steph. If you are new here, I am a homeschooling grandmother. My grandson calls me Mimi, and I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. So today I'm going to ramble a little bit about contingency plan, and then I'm going to show you a few workbooks that we do on the days that I'm not feeling well, or on the days that I need somebody else to step in, or when we just kind of want to switch it up a little bit. I think it's going to be probably a little uncomfortable discussion about contingency plans. So if that's not something that you are wanting to discuss or wanting to know about, skip this video and go watch one of my other ones because they're better. This one is going to be, and anyway, it is a tough subject, but it is something that needs to be discussed. So I'm going to discuss it with you because I'm a grandma and that's what we do. And so grab yourself something to drink, coffee, whatever, and let's meet back here in just 1 second. All right. Okay, so I homeschool a first grader. He is 6 years old. I'm a grandparent. I have a life insurance policy. I have policies. I have a will. I have all kinds of things. But what I didn't have was a contingency plan for the education of my grandson. So I guess the question that you need to ask yourself is, if something were to happen, God forbid, and I pray that it doesn't, but if something were to happen, do you want your children to continue to be homeschooled? Do you want them to go to a private school? Do you want them to go back to public school? Do you have a contingency plan for that? And I say that because I know a lot of people don't think about it. And some people do, but they never really do anything. I do because, one, I am a grandmother. Two, you guys know I have a chronic illness. And three, I want to make sure that his homeschooling does continue. So if you're one that wants the homeschooling to continue, then by all means, the person that is going to care for your children, should something happen to you and or your spouse, your significant other, then you might want to get a plan in place. So we have a plan in place. And if something were to happen to me and or my significant other, we do have somebody that could come in and help transition until my husband could decide what to do. Now, if something were to happen with both of us, then we do have a contingency plan for his potential caregivers of what we would like to have happen. And so we upped our life insurance to hopefully help that happen. So there's a lot of things, when you homeschool that sometimes you don't think about. And sometimes, like I said, I know it's an uncomfortable subject, but sometimes you do need to think about these things. These are your kids, and put their education just like you would anything else, at that priority there. So if you're not thinking about a contingency plan, I urge you to do so if you're ready. Anyway, I know it wasn't the conversation that I wanted to have, but it leads me into what I have for our contingency plan. So there are days that I just do not feel well, and some days I cannot make it out of bed. So on those days, my grandson has had a nanny since he was about 12 months old. This person is a part of our family. She has been with us forever, And she still is, even though he is 6 and really doesn't need a nanny per se. She is still very much heavily involved, helping me out, helping him, doing things, errands, stuff like that for us. She is just a part of our family. So that being said, she helps me on those days where I can't do it. And sometimes it is that she comes in and she does workbooks. And for example, I have a lot of workbooks, right? I mean, you guys have seen that. I have a ton of workbooks. But these workbooks here are for the days that I don't feel good. Okay, so these are the Harcourt-Family Learning. Be nice if I knew how to say it. But anyway, this actually comes in a great big book. I have just found that, I'm going off screen, sorry guys, but I'm going to do this. So I have found, oh goodness gracious. Okay, so these big books, they don't work for us. They're just too big. They're too bulky. Now he does work out of them, but we have found that these are a lot better. I mean, I know there's a little bit more to keep up with, but it's just, I guess, preference. So this is math, and these are things that she can come in and do a few pages of, and she doesn't need to really necessarily know the curriculum. She just can hand him a workbook and he's off and running. This is addition, subtraction, fact families, estimating, counting, telling time, graphs, so on and so forth. These are beautiful books. I don't know if you guys have looked at these, but they are very colorful, very nice. There's an actual unit here about groceries and counting how many groceries are on the conveyor belt. So these are really nice. And I don't know what the rules are on doing flip throughs, or I'd be doing flip throughs for you guys, but I don't know what the rules are because I'm not associated with anybody. I don't get paid to do this. I give you my opinion for free, right? You guys know this. So I just show you what we use and what works for us. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the copyright rules are. If you happen to know, and leave me a comment, send me an email, something, and I'll be happy to do flip throughs. But I just don't know, what I can do and what I can't. So that's kind of why I'm not doing any of those right now. I'm just kind of showing you, like this. Anyway, so the math is great. And then they have spelling. The spelling is great. Punctuation, capitalization, proofreading, and dictionary skills. And I like the proofreading. Whenever he is going to turn in a math assignment and I make him check it, or he's going to turn in something he's done for handwriting, I make him check it before he turns it in. Because you're going to have to double check things in life. So the earlier they get started proofreading, the earlier they get started checking their own work, the better and more habit forming it becomes. So that's just something that I have him do. Make sure that the 5s are going the right way. Make sure that the 2s are going the right way before you hand it to me. I'm just kind of, I kind of get, I just want him to be able to correct his mistakes and make sure it's correct before he hands it in. Because really, I mean, on all honesty, I am preparing him for the civilized world. And so I think I'm doing kind of what any other teacher would do. And some things I'm lax, some things I'm like, two's going the wrong way. But on other things, if it is an assignment that I'm having him do, he needs to correct. He needs to correct it. So anyway, spelling. And then we have the reading skills, which this is awesome. This has the drawing conclusions, facts, main idea, making judgment, and noting the details. See, I'm very detail oriented. So this just works wonderful for me and for him. He really does love these books. Again, they're very colorful. They are very easy for somebody to just come in like I said, maybe, you've got appointments or what have you. Maybe, something happens and you have to have surgery and you're out for a few weeks, and somebody kind of needs to step in. These are something that they wouldn't have to learn your lesson plan. You wouldn't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I need to get 4 months of lesson plans going on here. These are just something that somebody could step in and do for a few days or a week while you're healing or whatever. So anyway, yeah, these are pretty cool. And then the last one is the language arts, grammar, punctuation, vocabulary, and writing. And again, beautifully colored. And I really do like this, the Harcourt Family Learning. I really do like these books. And again, like I said, I think they come in a bigger book, and I think it has the same content, at least from what I can see through other people's flip throughs. I don't know how to do them, guys. I wish I did. I would do one for you. But the other thing we do have is, I love my DK. But, I was kind of disappointed a little bit in this one. Sorry, DK. It was just my preference. I loved the material, but he doesn't really go for this one first because it's a lot of black and white. And, however, the material that it covers is great. They even go into geography and science a little bit. So this is also a good one to keep around on the days that, you're switching it up a little bit. Maybe you're a little burnout on the curriculum that you're doing. So you just switch it up a little bit. And the Harcourt does have a writing one for first grade, but I went ahead and went with Spectrum Writing. I love this book. It is kind of gentle, it's basically asking questions, and then he's having to write down the answer. And this one goes over, the concepts of writing a story, writing to inform, forming an opinion, using the writing process, and just kind of like a writer's handbook. So basically, how to put a story together. And anyway, so yeah, so those are the kind of supplements that I use. Like I said, on the days that I'm not doing well, or our nanny can just come in, or a friend can just come in and help me out and say, hey, do this, and they don't have to know my entire lesson plan. So I know that this video probably wasn't what you had in mind if you stumbled across it, but if you did stumble across it, maybe there's a reason that you did. And I am one of those people that thinks that things happen for a reason. So this was on my heart. This is what I put out today. I know it's kind of a unusual format, especially for me and my, crazy weird self. But anyway, guys, I really thank you for tuning in. And, if you do like the content, give me a thumbs up and at least let me know that, somebody out there needed to hear this. And if not, maybe I'll take the video down. Maybe nobody wants to be thinking about this right now. Anyway, until we meet again, be the sunshine in somebody else's day, okay? And I will talk to you guys soon.